morning. We're currently en route to our honeymoon spot. My honey's driving. We actually stopped at a place I'd never stopped before, Clark's Trading Post. It's one of those slideshow type places. There's a water slide, it looks like, a snack bar, and it's one of those like where you can get cheap souvenirs. And of course we got a bunch of stuff. But apparently they also do bear shows, which was interesting. We saw a bear as we were leaving. So excitement aside, we're now currently back on the road, and I'm going to eat my little maple snack that I got. And then we're stopping at Farmer's Daughter, which is another trading post sort of place, and then we're going to get lunch. Alright, so we made it. We're here at the Farmer's Daughter Gifts. Oh, no, I have it on selfie. Hello! This is the one stop that my family would always make whenever... Ooh, I'm backlit. This is the one stop that my family always made whenever we go to this cabin up in Lake Willoughby. But let's go inside and see what sort of goodies we can get here.
A few moments later.
Just kidding, it's actually closed for the season, so we're just going to continue driving. So about 4 hours later, after getting some food, we are finally here. We're at this really cute cabin that my family owns. I'm not actually going to show it because I don't have permission to, but it's a really cute cabin. I love being here. But now that we're here, we got settled. Now I'm going to say hi to my grandmother. My grandmother's actually buried in the nearby cemetery, so I want to pay my respects. So we're here until Monday. It's now Saturday, so we're here for 3 days. I brought a ton of stuff because I was told the internet was going to be spotty, and it has been. And I had to pack as if it was still the early 2000s. So I brought a bunch of movies because there's a DVD player here. I also brought some coloring books. I brought books, and I also brought my DS with a couple of games. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of it because today... later on, we're relaxing now, but later on, John and I are going to go to Sunset Rock. Tomorrow we plan to go on hiking, and we plan on doing something the third day. So obviously I don't need all the stuff I brought, but I like to have variety. But I wanted to show you all the books I brought. First one I want to talk about is Lethal White. I got this in the mail, and I'm so excited for it. I started it on the 18th, the day it came out, and that's where I am about now. And these other two books, I brought The House with a Clock in Its Walls by John Bellairs. Richard over at, I want to say, Movie Freak. He's changed the name of his channel, so I've forgotten. But he's doing a read-along for this month, and I've been meaning to read that. Oh, by the way, Lethal White is book 4 in the Corman Strike series. I've been waiting for this book for a couple years now. And so far it's going the way I want to. I hope it actually ends the way I want to. The third book that I brought is Wild Rescuers Gardens of the Taiga by Stacey Plays. I actually met her at Book Expo when she was advertising for this book. Not gonna lie, I brought it so I can probably do some Bookstagram pictures with it. I don't know if I'm going to read this. And the last book I brought is Beartown by Frederick Bachman. Again, I don't know if I'm actually going to get to this, but it'll make some nice Bookstagram pictures, especially with the mountain range. That's currently my view. So that's all the books I brought. I'm going to start reading, and I'm just going to relax until we head out to Sunset Rock. Bye! morning, everybody. It is a glorious morning here at the lake. So I did read for a couple hours yesterday, and I didn't quite finish it. I'm about at this point now, so give me another hour, an hour and a half. I'll finish Lethal White. I don't see it ending the way I want it to, which makes me a little sad. Maybe at book 5, I'll finally see it. After reading for a couple hours, John and I went to Sentinel Rock Park and we watched the sunset at the rock. That's something I did one year with my aunt, and it was a lot of fun. It was a really gorgeous view, but when I went with my aunt when I was a kid, when we came back, the car ran out of gas, so we had to walk the rest of the way. That did not happen with John and I last night. And after watching the sunset, I thought it was really romantic. John and I got dinner at the Gap Pub and Grill. I was so exhausted I didn't really vlog. So now it's the next morning. I am not quite used to how chilly Vermont can get. I've completely forgotten about it. And I'm really glad I thought to bring my flannel pajamas, some extra blankets. I was, like, when we first left, I was kicking myself. I'm like, I should have brought shorts. No, I did not need shorts. So the goal today, I'm going to charge my phone for a bit because I didn't charge it last night. That's how exhausted I was. Charge my phone, just have my tea, relax, and enjoy the view of the lake. And then John and I plan on going hiking later. We haven't decided if we're going to do the Mount Pisgah Trail or the Mahor Trail. And yes, those are the actual names. And Hor is spelled H-O-R, and Pisgah is spelled P-I-S-G-A-H. So that's the plan for today. We're going to climb one of the trails, make it to the summit, have a nice picnic at the summit, and then climb back down, and I don't know what else we have planned for today.
You must answer me these questions 3.
That shouldn't amuse me as much as it did. We free, and we are the last car pretty much. Good morning, everybody. It is the last day here at the lake, which is kind of sad. I love it here. It's so beautiful here. So yesterday we did go hiking up Mount Pisgah. It took much longer than Johnny and I thought it would. I'm thinking we'd be able to crank it out 2 hours up, 2 hours down. But I didn't think of how advanced this hike was going to be. It ended up taking us like closer to 3.5 hours to get up, but thankfully once we got the momentum, it took us 2 hours to get back down. So it was an all-day affair and we were exhausted. And of course it's Sunday in the winter season, so all the nearby restaurants close at an early time. So we had to like find a pizzeria in the next town over just to see if we can find something to eat. So by the time we got back to the cabin, it was pitch dark outside. It was so black outside. I think I wanted to say it was pitch black outside. It was so dark outside. But you guys know what I mean. Today's gonna be more low-key. I had planned on doing the other trail today, but no. Not doing what I did yesterday 2 days in a row. If we were here for a week, I would give us like a 3-day break and then do it again, but no. So today we're gonna check out the Willoughby Lake store. That's something I wanted to do before we head out. I've taken some bookstagram photos this morning, And we're just going to enjoy the lake until it's time to go home. We're thinking about going home around 3-4 o'clock. I did originally plan on leaving later, but it is a 3.5 hour drive back home, closer to 4 hours back home. And since we have work in the morning, we probably should get back earlier rather than later. Alright, so off we go. The car is now packed, and our time here at Willoughby Lake is now over. After checking out the wishing well and Willoughby Lake store, we had just, hung out at the cabin. I finished reading Lethal White. The mystery itself, I would say, it was dry. I would give it maybe a 4 out of 5, but completely honest, I think I was missing a lot of the smaller details because I was seriously shipping Robin and Strike, and I was kind of hoping for for them to get resolved. So I'll admit that I probably missed a bunch of stuff because I was looking for other details, which I would not be surprised if Rowling did that on purpose. Alright, so that's that, and now we're just gonna road trip it home.